Congratulations, you made it to week 2 here in new social media. This week is the first week of our topics that we're getting into, and the first topic that we're getting into is Democracy 2.0. So if you go to the modules, you can take a look and see what's going on there. Let me just kind of take you through that a little bit here, if I could. The first thing we get into is Democracy 2.0. It's a TED Talk by a social activist by the name of Pia Mancini. And she does a fascinating social experiment with democracy online. And I use this really as a basis for our discussion for the rest of the ideas in terms of, can we make democracy any better? My goodness, we've certainly made it a lot worse here within the last little while. What can we do to go through and maybe reverse those trends? So I'll put that up as a discussion topic there as well, probably on Thursday because of 4th of July. I take the day off on Wednesday to celebrate what's going on. What a better time to talk about democracy, right? Democracy 2.0. You have a well-informed discussion on democracy that's posted, and this one is way. There are points attached to that, 100 points, so make sure you chime in on that one. And it gets into Pia Mancini's discussion, so make sure you do that. Let's see, I can't remember what this one was. Let me open it up. Oh, Clay Shirky. Yeah, this is very interesting. You've been introduced to Clay Shirky, I think, last week as he talks about the internet and how he used that, what networking really means here. And if you don't know, Clay Shirky is kind of the guru of all things social media. And that's the reason why he's my go-to guy for what it is that we're talking about. So take a look at that clip by Clay, and he gets into how social media could be the great democratizer, though at this point I would probably strongly disagree with him. Tribes and Democracy is another TED Talk to get into. Duped. Oh, okay, another TED Talk. You know what? I'll make that one optional. And there's too many TED Talks in here going in that direction. But she gets into an interesting concept when it comes to how we have been duped in terms of what democracy really means. Did social media ruin the election 2016? That's an article I'd like you to read. The Influencing Machine gets into Brooke Gladstone's book. And this is a short clip where she goes through and talks about how media influences the way we might cast our ballots. Now, we're living in a fascinating time, especially with Cambridge Analytica and the shenanigans that they were involved in terms of actually shaping the way people voted in 2016. This isn't speculation. This isn't fake news. This has all been proven out. And so it's an entirely different spin on what she's talking about. She postulated this probably about 4 or 5 years ago, which is fascinating to me in terms of how social media might actually go through and change minds of people who don't really realize that their minds are being changed to begin with. Then context in social media. You'll need that, especially as you start working on your on the media assignments, because I'm asking you for context within that. Click on that. It'll open up to the rubric. Follow that rubric. The link to the On the Media programming is embedded within that. Click on that. It'll take you out to On the Media. Listen to any episode. There are 4 or 5 different stories within each week's episode, okay? You don't need to listen to them all. Find one, and preferably find one that fits into the theme, if you will, of social media. So we all have something maybe more in common to talk about. And then post it, okay? There's an On the Media post. That will come up for that as well. Put that up there. All right. So let me go back. I think that was it for the module. This will open up tomorrow morning, on Monday morning, there as we go. And I'll be taking a look and seeing what is it you're doing with it as you go through and post your On the Media and the well-informed. And that well-informed opens up tomorrow as well. So you have tomorrow through Thursday, I think, is a deadline on that to go through and participate. Get into that as soon as you can so other people will have a chance to go through and respond to what it is that you've posted up on there too, okay? If I have some time within the next couple of days, I might dig a little deeper, get into more of a criticism in terms of what social media is doing to democracy, how this current administration has put a stranglehold on that in terms of using a single channel to go through and put information out there as far as Twitter is concerned, what's happening with the press secretary and information that's coming out of that. And in contrast to that, how Barack Obama used that to his advantage in terms of social media and the internet, not only during his campaigns, but also in disseminating information out to the people. there. It's fascinating. So take a look. If you have something in particular that you want to discuss, please feel free to create your own discussion thread. Okay, your questions are a lot more interesting than my questions are, and it shows me what it is that you're getting into from a critical standpoint. So I would love it if you have an idea, you have something you want to talk about, and you want to post a discussion. You're more than welcome to go through and do so. All right. So any questions, you know where to find me. Okay. Well, actually, you can't find me right now. I'm in Monterey, California, camping out, but you know where to find me online. All right. Okay. Good luck. Happy 4th of July. We'll talk to you later.